and you're watching 22 men chasing pigskin, and every one of them on the grassy knoll is a multimillionaire, including the coaches. Sometimes the water boys are earning $1 million a year, and you're broke. So we need to exert some of that energy into creativity. We need to get us some books and get together. Brothers do every weekend, or every Friday, or every Thursday, whatever day you decide is befitting to your schedule. Get together with a group of brothers. It could be as little as 3, as many as 10. And you all sit around and, I'm going to use a colloquial term here, chop it up. And here's what you do. You get the book and you take turns reading it out loud, because literacy is very, very important. Literacy can change your life. Literacy can transform your situation from poverty to prosperity. So I want you to get together, take turns reading the books out loud. And after you read for an hour interchangeably, then I want you to discuss what you've read. Discuss what you've read and decide to use your time in a way that is productive. In a way that is productive. This is very, very important. We have to do this. It is time to do this. Get Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough. Get What Makes the Great Great by Dennis Kimbrough. Get The Success System That Never Fails by W. Clement Stone. Get The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Get Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. Get Creating Monsters by Sherman D. Manning. Get American Dream, A Search for Justice by Sherman D. Manning. Get, that's a book that I haven't mentioned to you all that I wrote called From the Palace to the Prison. Get that book, From the Palace to the Prison. I'm not going to give it away for you. You have to check it out, baby. From the Palace to the Prison. Get that book. And get together with brothers and sit down, take turns reading it out loud, and then discuss what you've read. And then come up with ideas of how you and your buddies can get out of poverty. And if you're already out of poverty and you're middle class, figure out a way to become upper middle class. I mean, we need to specialize in upward mobility. We have to figure out ways to succeed. And we cannot do this by simply watching the game. The question is, what do you do when the game is over? What do you do when you're finished playing or watching football or basketball or baseball or whatever you're watching? Let's get together. A long time ago, my dad told me, he woke me up on a Saturday morning and gave me a book to read. And I said, hey, wait a minute, school is out. And it's 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning. He said to me, how can a black man afford to lay in the bed in the morning when white men run the world? Ooh, did y'all get, somebody missed it. You didn't get it. You missed that. That was too deep for you. He said, how can a black man stay in the bed on a Saturday morning when white men run the world? I told you, Ambassador Andrew Young told me that only 3% of the world's population, are the movers and the shakers, the decision makers. And 99% of all of them read at least one book a week. Literacy, 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 literacy. Learn how to be literate. Read, write, express yourself with the tools of expression called pen and paper. I understand that we're in the internet and the smartphone age and all of that, but you still need to learn how to sit down and put your thoughts together and to articulate them. As a writer, someone once told me that there's nothing more intimidating than a blank sheet of paper. I told them it's not intimidating at all for me. I love to take the 26 letters of the alphabets and set that page on fire. I like to use the 26 letters of the alphabet to transmogrify the nation, the world, the country. We can do this if we come together. Remember, you can make a difference. Each one needs to reach one and teach one. If you know someone who can't read, teach them how to read. Take that brother under your wing and teach him. He may be too proud to ask you. He may have an inferiority complex. There are all kind of complexities that come along with uh, illiteracy. But even if a person is illiterate, they can learn. They could be dyslexic. They can still learn. But you have to put the time in to teach them. I am Sherman D. Manning. Once again, I'm going to encourage you to get my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. I'm going to encourage you, if you see Donald, if you happen to see him somewhere, because it's kind of scary out there. It's very scary out there. This is a politically scary season. If you see him, remember, Sherman D. Manning signing off for now. I'll see you later.